Man implicated in killing and burn of Westmoreland siblings among 2 kills by police. A reputed gangster, who the police claim was implicated in the killing and video-recorded burial of a pair of siblings in Westmoreland, is one of 2 men who were killed in a running gun battle with the police in St. Catherine on Thursday, sources have disclosed. He has been identified only as Gangbang, who police sources claim was a prolific contract killer. The name of the other man has not yet been released by the police. The gun battle started in Spanish Town and ended in Greater Portmore. 2 illegal guns were reportedly seized at the scene, police sources disclosed. The operation was driven by intelligence and carried out by the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Branch of the police force. Kerrick Moody, 20, and his sister Kenisha Moody, 22, were identified by their mother after a video that went viral on social media last December showed them being buried in a shallow grave. They were reported missing days after they were seen at a fast food restaurant where they had gone to drop off a package containing $10,000 for their mother. It's suspected that they were killed over a dispute involving money from the lottery scamming. One of 2 suspects in teen's murder now in police custody. The swift action of the Westmoreland police has led to the apprehension of one of the suspects in the brutal murder of 19-year-old Enrico Chambers at Top Road, Little London in the parish on Thursday morning. Commander for the Little London and Negril Police Division, Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP Mitchell, told reporters that the 18-year-old suspect was nabbed shortly after the incident. A male suspect who happens to be 18 years old is now in custody in relation to the murder of 19-year-old Chambers. The police were able to shortly apprehend one of the suspects in the matter, DSP Mitchell revealed. Mitchell said a manhunt is now underway for the second suspect, who is still at large. We're still looking for the second person involved in the murder, he stated. Meanwhile, the lawmen took the opportunity to encourage individuals to find amicable solutions to conflicts. The police want to use the opportunity to urge persons to speak out other conflict resolution methodologies and not engage in fracas with each other, he advised. He said oftentimes the police have observed a number of unresolved issues that could have been solved via mediation, resulting in murders. Mitchell spoke of the different avenues across the country that residents can access, such as the police and other community leaders. We have a young man who is now deceased and another in police custody, while we look out for another because of a conflict that could have been resolved without the use of violence, he lamented. Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Western Moreland Wilson, in expressing his condolences to the family, appealed to residents to help the police in their investigations. I want to extend an appeal to those who have information that can help the police in their investigation of this heinous murder to please get in contact with the Little London Police, Savannah Lamar Police or the Negril Police, Wilson urged. He continued, it is quite unfortunate that its Chambers' murder is on the heels of the Prime Minister making his speech about his vision for peace, prosperity and productivity, he reasoned. According to the police, Chambers was at his sister's house after 9 a.m. when an argument ensued between him and the 2 suspects. The 2 men returned with machetes in hand and attacked Chambers, who ran, but was later chased and several chop wounds inflicted on him. He was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital where he later succumbed to his injuries. 211 tickets issued for arrested in St. Elizabeth traffic operation. An operation spanning across town centers in St. Elizabeth on Thursday resulted in 211 motorists being ticketed and the recovery of stolen vehicles. Head of the St. Elizabeth Police Acting Superintendent Coleridge Minto said 4 people were taken into custody. At the end of the operation, we issued 211 tickets, 4 people were arrested, 5 motorcycles and 5 cars were seized. In Black River, a motor vehicle which was reported stolen in St. James at Hilton Noah was recovered. The vehicle bore the license plate of another vehicle that was also reported stolen in St. James. 2 other vehicles suspected of being stolen were also seized. 1 person was arrested in connection with the stolen vehicle, stated Minto. Sub-officer in charge of the St. Elizabeth Traffic Department, Sergeant Albert Simpson, said the motorcyclists continued to lead road fatalities. We continue to clamp down on these illegal motorcyclists. Last year, the division recorded 30 fatal collisions, 19 of which were motorcycles. We are asking all motorcyclists to be extremely careful when driving their motorcycles and to wear protective gear, he stated. Football dream fading. The dream of 20-year-old Monroe graduate Earl Thompson to pursue football internationally appears to be fading after his efforts to pick up a university scholarship in the United States were halted with his second denial of a student visa 4 months apart. Thompson, who has been offered a partial scholarship to attend the University of Northwestern Ohio, has started the second week in March to settle and begin classes at the private institution in Lima, Ohio. However, on Friday, the window narrowed considerably after the former Belmont Academy student who transferred to Monroe 3 years ago was denied the F1 visa to study in the North American country where he would also pursue football. The university embassy in Kingston indicated to Thompson that he was found ineligible for the non-immigrant visa. It stated that his application was denied under Section 214B of the U.S. Immigration and Nationality Act because he was unable to demonstrate that his intended activity in the U.S. would be consistent with the non-immigrant visa classification for which he applied. But Thompson and his camp were left dumbstruck by the rejection, noting that they provided proof of his acceptance to the university, the partial scholarship as well as written affidavits of support and job letter from his father in Trinidad, and 3 sponsors to cover his stay in the country. Among his dossiers was the L-20 form, a multi-purpose document issued by a government-approved U.S. educational institution certifying that a student has been admitted to a full-time program of study and has also demonstrated sufficient financial resources to stay in the U.S. The form is officially titled the Certificate of Eligibility. Thompson's expenses totaled US $27,000 with tuition, costing US $4,700 per term. The partial scholarship is therefore US $3,000, a figure his team would climb per semester. It's really hard to cope after everything, Thompson told reporters on Friday, hours after his application was rejected. The former setback, who represented Monroe in 2022 to 2023 the Costa Cup season, said he was first denied the travel document last September, days before he was to begin his information technology studies at the university. What else do I need to show that I have the financial support to pursue my dream? I really want a career in football. It means a lot to me. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like giving up, he repeatedly said, his voice trailing wearily. A pain point for the Portmore United trainee is the lack of specificity in his case. He said he remains as confused as he was after the first denial. This just gave me the general green paper they give to everybody. I asked her what requirements I didn't meet, and she told me to read through the paper. I told her I read through the last paper and it wasn't helpful, and she said that I should read through it thoroughly, Thompson stated. Veteran head coach at Monroe, Patrick Jackie Walters, one of the island's most successful schoolboy football coaches, said his first assessment of Thompson was that he possessed tremendous potential. Walters said his former athlete has high ambition to achieve in life, a trait he said he demonstrated while at Monroe. Walters told reporters that financial constraints prevented Thompson from attending university locally, but said he was afforded the opportunity to further his education overseas because of his football ability. He was really looking forward for it. The environment which he grew up in is normal for young boys to be sidetracked into foolishness, but he was very committed to what he wanted to achieve, he said of the Westmoreland native. He found out that he could get an opportunity to go and study abroad, and he was all excited about it, saying at least he could make himself into something. He has tremendous football potential. He is a very decent young man with good parental guidance. I am very disappointed when he told me that the embassy didn't grant him the necessary visa to study, stated Walters. Keith Murray, a former Monroe Old Boy and one of Thompson's sponsors, also struggled to comprehend the embassy's decision. Murray, too, was the recipient of a football scholarship that gave him the opportunity to study in the U.S. Paying it forward, he pledged his support for Thompson. As far as I know, he is a qualified student. It's hard to believe that they would turn him down even after so many tries. I can speak firsthand for what this would do for him because I was a scholarship awardee, Murray stated. The experience is life-changing. It's a really good opportunity for us, Caribbean nationals and Jamaicans, to be able to travel and get the university experience pursuing your dreams of playing football, but also networking. The experience is invaluable. It's a great opportunity, so not being given that opportunity can either make or break you, he stated. Please remember, to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.